There's an old song Hank Williams wrote called Your Cheating Heart. And I sat down one day and came up with a sort of a country rock flavored for my version of it. And I'd like to do a little
Let's
of that.
hear it.
It's in key of E. I was raised around country music that I think I have a closest feeling for. I think I would have to say country or rhythm and blues. That would be the way I would like to go.
Little jazz too, huh?
Yeah, it's a little combination. I do a lot of finger picking type things. You might call it a double time picking.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we've been listening to James Burton play guitar, and we have lots of questions to ask, lots of things we'd like to know. First thing we'd like to know is when you started playing. How old were you?
I was 13, Chuck.
And what was it that made you play guitar?
Well, it's not a strange story. It really, I used to go around the house picking up broomsticks and things and just beating on them, and I got into a singing bag. And I was about 10 years old when it really first hit me heavily. I really got to where I would play the radio every chance I got.
Mm-hmm.
Just sit and listen to music, and just really thrilled me to no end. And I talked my mother and dad into buying me my first guitar. Mm-hmm. And from that day, I started working on it.
I would really be interested to know who your earliest influences were as guitar players.
As guitar players, I'd have to go back to, I would say, rhythm and blues guitar players, John Lee Hooker, Muddy Waters, and guys in that blues bag. And I would have to say Chuck Berry, Bo Diddley. They amazed me because they had something that was different at that, and Chet Atkins, I've got to say he's one of my greatest idols.
Tell us about your first record date.
My first record date was back in, I would have to say, about 1955. I was working with Del Hawkins at a nightclub there in Bossier City, Louisiana. And I used to sit around and create a few things, guitar licks. I mean, it was a thrill for me to sit down and just amaze myself with things I would come up with. And I came up with this little guitar lick. And Dale, working the club with Dale, we would work together, put things together, and we came up with a song called Susie Q. Mm-hmm. And we recorded that, I would say, about the year of 1955. I was 15 years old during that time.
Can you play a little of that for us now?
Sure, I'd love to. The guitar lick goes like this. I started playing when I was 13. actually really got into the guitar that heavy at 13. And I went professional when I was 15. And I worked a few clubs around my hometown in Shreveport, Louisiana. And I played staff guitar on the Louisiana Hayride for 2 years.
It's a big-time country
Very
radio
big show, right?
show, yeah.
And it turned out to be a very good thing for me. I met a lot of people in the business, and I was offered a lot of jobs, and I was doing it because I loved it, the music. I didn't really take up the job as a profession. I was doing what I loved to do, and it turned out to be a profession for me. Well, I think the most important thing is to try to create your own thing. If you have a tendency to copy other guitar players, I think it gets you off on the wrong track.
Moscow, piano, and Bill Torma on bass, and the inimitable Skip Switzer on drums. Thank you, James.